Eric Seidenheimer had a great article in the Times recently about salaries high school football coaches make. Here's the point of the story. A good high school coach can make more than $100,000 a year. Teachers make in the neighborhood of $50,000 a year. Administrators will argue a good football program has residual effects, especially in private schools, where alumni are more inclined to donate to the school if the program is high profile and successful. Teachers argue that it's prioritizing athletics over academics and sends a dangerous message. Joining us is the headmaster of Oaks Christian School, Jeff Woodcock. Mr. Woodcock, thanks for being here.
You bet. Good to be here, Fred.
You have a very successful program. Bill Riddell is your head coach. Off the top, are schools spending too much money on their football coaches?
Well, I think it's all a question of value and what you get for what you pay for. At Oaks Christian, our goal is to be excellent in a number of areas. We believe in the whole child approach, and so one of those aspects is athletics. And so we felt like we wanted to have an excellent program, and you get what you pay for.
Now, some would argue if a school spends more money on the football coach than the science teacher, the priority is athletics rather than academics. Is that fair for someone to say?
Well, it's understandable why they would say that, but no, it's not necessarily fair. I think, again, it's a matter of value and a matter of priorities. You know, a good football program like we have at Oaks Christian has done a lot for the school. You got to remember, a school is an entrepreneurial organization. We're a private entity, and we have to have niche programs and things that attract constituents. If we didn't have constituents, we wouldn't have a science program. So I think it all plays into helping the whole program as a whole.
You know, there's a feeling that after you won a state championship, Oaks actually started the spending spree and other schools had to keep up. Now, do you find that to be true?
No, I actually don't believe that is the way it happened. Certainly, we wanted to re-sign Coach Riddell for an additional few years at the end of his career. But at the same time, you need to understand, Bill Riddell came to us and he was giving away his salary, his coaching stipend for the first 4 or 5 years while he was working for Oaks. He didn't make a thing. He gave it away.
I guess my final question, we understand, and it makes sense in the private arena, that schools are able to pay more for their coaches. What about public schools? What do you think about that?
Well, you know, I think if the facts were known, public schools, especially the premier programs in public schools, their head football coaches are able to put different jobs and things together. And I admit they work very hard in doing so, but they're able to come up with salaries in the six figures as well. So I think if the facts were really known out there, especially other premier programs, whether it's public or private, the salaries are very similar.
Very good. Mr. Woodcock, always a pleasure. Thanks for taking the time. The headmaster at Oaks Christian High School and Middle School, Jeff Woodcock. Thanks, Mr. Woodcock.
Thank you, Fred. Bye-bye.